Hello friends, welcome back. In the previous tutorial we have learned that we are going to use .NET Framework and Unity Engine to create our project. Of course, we know that Unity Engine uses behind the scene the .NET Framework, and we know that C# is a part of .NET Framework. Now .NET Framework provides some DLL files and Unity Engine provides some DLL files. And we use those DLL files to create our projects. And we also know that the DLL files are assemblies which are not self-executable. So that we create our own executable file, and we take a help of different data structures available in those DLL files, use them in our project or create a project, you can say. And we also learned that framework is a collection of DLL files, where each DLL is meant for some specific task or some specific purpose, you can say. The DLL is a collection of namespaces. A namespace is a collection of namespaces or different data structures like class structures. You can put one namespace inside another namespace. That means you can nest the namespaces. And if you want to use any data structure from any specific namespace, then you have to use that namespace. How do you use that namespace? You are going to write using that specific namespace name, then semicolon at the end. That means we know that the MonoBehaviour class and the debug class are present in Unity Engine namespace. If I have to use the MonoBehaviour class, or if I want to use the MonoBehaviour class or debug class, I must and should write at the top using Unity Engine semicolon. It is same like or equivalent to hash include in C language or C++ language, import statement in Java language. If you write using Unity Engine, what system does, it imports all the data structures that are present in the Unity Engine so that you can use those data structures in your files. So if you want to use any data structure from any specific namespace, you have to write or use that namespace at the top. We have seen using 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 system.collections. Do you remember? System.collections is a namespace. Usually by default when you create a script file, you will see this line also. Why? Because system.collections is a namespace which has different data structures in it. Now system is a namespace which is present in the .NET Framework, that is in MS Core Lib. I think I can browse. You can see here we have MS Core Lib. In that you have a system namespace, and in that system namespace, this system namespace has another namespace involved, that is the collections namespace. If I open this collection namespace, you have different classes like array list, you have bit array, you have queues, you have stacks, sorted list. There are different data structures. You have hash table. If you want to use these things in your code, okay, in your file, then you have to write using system.collections. Collections is inside the the system's namespace, system namespace, and you can say that system is the main namespace for all the namespaces in the .NET Framework. You can see that collections is in systems, collections.generics is in system. Everything you can see is in system namespace in .NET Framework. So system is the main namespace for the .NET Framework. If you want to use any namespace from the .NET Framework, you will be using system.that namespace. I hope you guys have understood. Let us proceed. I hope you guys understood what is the meaning of using statement. That's it. In this tutorial, we are going to get some more information, and that is we are going to discuss about comments in this tutorial. Now, what are comments? Comments are statements that are written by us or the programmers, and they are completely ignored by the compilers. Comments are meant for documentation. That means if we want to document our code so that it should be meaningful, we will be using comments. Now, as I told, comments are written by us. They are meant for documentation purpose. They are ignored by the compiler. Now let us see step by step. Now what I do here, I write debug.log. I say hello Unity, semicolon, exclamation mark, bracket close, semicolon at the end. I just save it. We know that it displays hello Unity on the console. Let's come back. We have no error messages. I think if I run the code, I should see hello Unity over here. We got it. Let's proceed. Clear this? You can create comments. There are three different types of comments: single line comment, multi-line comment, and documentation comment. Single line comment is used to comment a single line. That means you are going to use 2 forward slashes to indicate it is a single line comment. That means whatever you write in this line, it is going to be treated as a comment. The system will understand whatever you write in this line, it is going to be treated as a comment. It understands it's a comment. You can write whatever you want in this line now, whatever you want. Let us take comments, comments demo. I save this one. Now what happens when I run the code? It comes, the control will come to start method, and it comes inside. It finds that there are 2 forward slashes. By seeing that, it understands that it is a comment, and then the system will ignore that line. It won't do anything for that. It proceeds to the next line, and it finds that you are telling to the system that log hello Unity on the console. It just displays that hello Unity on the screen. Let us save and check out. We won't get any error message, and if we run the code, you will see hello Unity, right? Let me clear this. Then I go back. Let me write one more line, debug.log hello Unity. Now we know that we are going to get 2 times hello Unity on the console. If you want, you can comment your code also. What I need to do is, I just need to write 2 forward slashes in front of that line. Then what happens? The system will comment that line. Now when control comes here, it finds that there are 2 forward slashes. It understands that it's a comment. It won't do anything. It ignores that line, goes to the next line. Then it finds there are again 2 forward slashes. It understands that it's a comment. It ignores that, goes to the next line. It displays hello Unity now on the screen. That means we will get only once hello Unity. This will be ignored. Let us save and come back and see that. If I run the code, you can see we got only once hello Unity. Let me come back. This is how you can create single line comments, and you can write whatever you want in that. Some meaningful information meant for the below line. That's it. Then let me copy this and paste it some more time. Here we are. We have few lines of code, and we know that now if I run the code, these are ignored. I am going to get 4 times hello Unity on the screen. If I save it and run the code, you see that you will get 4 times hello unity. 1, 2, 3, 4. I clear this and come back. If you want to comment more than 1 lines, then you are going to take a help of multi-line comments. How do you write a multi-line comment? You are going to use /*. That makes after the /*, whatever is written, everything it makes a comment. You can see that everything turned to gray color. But I have to stop somewhere so that everything should not be a comment. I want only these 3 lines should be a comment. So we have to terminate the comment. For that, we are going to use */. You can see that only this part has become a gray colored text, whereas this is the normal one. And you can see that this part is now onwards treated as a comment. Now when the control comes inside, it finds there are 2 //, it's a comment, ignores. It finds again 2 //, it's a comment, it ignores. It goes and it finds that there is a /*. It understands it's a beginning of comment. And it goes up to the termination of the comment. It understands this is the complete part which is a comment. It ignores that, goes to the next line, and it finds there is a code to display. It displays hello unity on the screen. Now you get only once hello unity on the screen. If I come back and run the code, you should see only once hello unity. You can see that we got only once hello unity. Now you can write in the multi-line comment whatever you want. If you want to, you can see that if I write /* and hit enter, automatically the system will add stars for us. And if you want to end the multi-line comment, you can write */. Now from here to here, it is a comment. In front of these stars, you can write whatever you want. So this part is, you can see that /*, that is the beginning of comment, *// that is the end of the comment. In between whatever you write, it is treated as a comment, right? That's it. That is all about single line comments and multi-line comments. There is another type of a comment which we use. It's known as documentation comment. Usually documentation comment we use with methods. Here we are. I'm going to create one method. Its name is going to be add, and it takes 3 values, int x, int y, and int z. Let us take, I am going to add 3 coordinate values, x, y, z coordinates. I'm going to pass, and it adds all those coordinates and gives me a result back. Return x plus y plus z. I will write here x plus y plus z. Now I am going to comment it using a documentation comment. How do you create a documentation comment? Means you are going to type 3 times // 1, 2, 3. You can see that automatically the Unity has generated us some line of text. This is known as documentation comment. It uses the XML syntax. Here you can see we have a summary tag, we have a closing summary tag. Now if I try to use this add method somewhere else, just check it out what happens. In the summary tag we have written, or automatically it has generated, add the specified x, y and z. Now let us check it out what happens here. I say here int, I create one variable of type integer, I say sum equal to, and I want to use that add method. When I call the add method, automatically here displays summary, add the specified x, y and z. Can you see that? And what is that text? Add the specified x, y and z. That is this text, add the specified x, y and z. If you want, you can change this text according to your requirement. I can say adds the specified x, y and z coordinates. Now I save this, and this time if I say add, you can see that it is showing adds the specified x, y and z coordinates. You can customize. You should not change the tags. You should not change the tags, whereas you can change the inner value. Instead of saying here the x coordinate, I can say here give x coordinate. Here I can say give, not 5, give y coordinate, give z coordinate. And if I call the add method and I pass the values 10, comma, it says here y, give y coordinate. That means you have to give y coordinate. Then you can see give z coordinate. I'm giving 30. How it is useful, guys. You can see that if anybody else wants to use your add method, they can very easily understand what to pass to that function and for what that function is meant, right? It is really useful. Now if you don't write this documentation, if you do not write this documentation, let us take, then if you try to call the add method, it is not giving any information to us, and you people don't know what is this add method is meant for, what it is doing for. What it is doing, if I give 10, comma, nothing, no more extra information, right? So you can use the comments to make your code much more meaningful or much more understandable for you also, for others also. Make a habit of writing comments. As a programmer, it is really good habit of writing comments. I hope you guys have understood how comments are useful. Comments are set of statements written by the programmers, and they are meant for documentation purpose, and they are ignored by the compiler. Now let's proceed and get some more information. The next topic we are going to discuss is about plus operator. Now plus operator is an overloaded operator. It behaves differently in different places. Let's discuss about it. Now first thing I would like to talk about debug.log method. If I put a bracket, you can see that it is showing 1 of 2. 1 of 2 means it is telling that there are 2 methods with the name log. The first method takes one value, that is object message. Another method takes 2 values, one is a message, another one is a context. Now if you have more than one methods with the same name, it's known as function overloading, and those methods are going to perform different operations. I hope you guys are understanding. Similarly, plus operator is going to perform different operations in different situations. That is the reason we say it's an overloaded operator. Overloaded means one thing performing more than one things, more than one operations. Now let's take an example for that. Debug.log. If I write hello unity, unity, bracket close, semicolon, we know that we get hello unity on the console window. Now let's take this one. If I say just hello, and if I run the code, we know that we get hello on the screen. But if I use plus sign, double quotation, space, unity, exclamation mark, double quotation. Now what happens? Can you tell me, guys? Now here we are. We have a plus operator. Left hand side there is a string. Right hand side there is a string. Now this is known as an expression. Left hand side one operand, right hand side one operand. Here you have an operator. This is a valid expression. Now let us discuss about plus operator. Plus operator behaves like a concatenation operator. Concatenation or append operator if an expression involves strings in it. The plus operator behaves like addition operator or arithmetic operator if you have numbers involved in that expression. Both sides should be numbers. Both sides should be numbers. That is true. LHS and RHS should be numbers. Then the plus operator behaves like addition operator. Now let us see here. As left hand side we have a string, right hand side we have a string. It behaves like an append operator. Now what it does means, it takes the left hand side string, it appends the right hand side string the final result is going to look in another string which looks like this, and that will be given to the log method. The log is going to display hello unity on the screen. Let us see that. If I save this code and come back, I should get here hello unity if we are correct. And you can see that we got hello unity exclamation mark, right? And whatever you write in the string, it is treated as a string. It is just a character, a collection of characters, that's it. Now let us see another example. Debug.log. I write 22 double quotation plus double quotation 22 double quotation bracket close semicolon. Now here we have left hand side 22, right hand side 22. Do not think that they are numbers. You are wrong. They are strings. Here 22 is a string. 2 is one character, 2 is one character, 2 is one character, 2 is one character. They are strings. Anything you write in double quotation is treated as a string. So what output we should get, guys? What system does? It takes the left hand side string 22, it appends to the right hand side string 22, and we get the result 22 22, or you can say 2 2 2 2 on the screen. This is the final result of that expression. Let us see that. I save this, come back. If I run the code, the last output should be 2 2 2 2. And you can see that we got 2 2 2 2. Try to understand and analyze. Let's get one more example. Debug.log. I write here num equals to double quotation plus 22 bracket close semicolon. Now let us understand, guys, what happens. Here we have left hand side a string and the right hand side a number, and you can see that the expression involves a string. Now what happens means the plus operator takes the left hand side string num equal to, appends the number 22 to it. That means the final result is going to be a string num equal to 2 2. Let us see that. If I run this code, I should get num equal to 2 2. I come back and run the code. The last output must and should be num equal to 2 2. You can see that we got that. Let us proceed. And now I write debug.log. In double quotation I write 22 double quotation plus 22. I think you know what output we get, guys. It is again same thing. We have a left hand side a string and a number. What system does, it takes the string, appends the 22 to it. That means you are going to get the final result is going to look something like this. Double quotation 22 22 double quotation. That is the final result of that expression. 2 2 2 2. Let us see that. If I save and run the code, we should get 2 2 2 2, not 44. And if I run the code, you see here 2 2 2 2. Let's get proceed. Next example, debug.log. I say now 22 plus double quotation is num bracket close semicolon. Can you see, guys? Here again the expression involves a string, and let us understand how it works. It takes 2 2, that is 22, a number, and it finds there is a string. So what it does, it appends again, or it concatenates both of them. Not appends, I can say. Concatenates is the most better word, I can say, right? Not appends, I can say. Instead of appends, it is better to say concatenates, right? It takes 2 2, attaches with a string, space is num. Let us save and run the code and check out. We should get 2 2 is number. The last output will be 2 2 is num, right? Let's clear that and come back. Now let us write debug.log 22 plus double quotation 22. I think now you know what output we get. We get 2 2 2 2. Let us save and come back and run the code and check out what happens. and you can see that we got 2 2 2 2. Simple. Let's get proceed and get further things. Debug.log. This time I'm writing 22 plus 22, and this time you can see we have left hand side a number, right hand side a number. It behaves like an addition operator. It gives 42 on the screen. Let us save and come back and run the code. You should see last output should be 44. You can see that. Let's get proceed. Now I write something like this: debug.log sum equal to double quotation plus 22 bracket close. Can you tell me now what output we get, guys? What output we get? You know that we have a string here, sum equal to, it concatenates 22 with that, it displays sum equal to 22. Let us save and come back and run the code. You should see the last output, sum equal to 2 2, right? We got that. Clear that. Let's get proceed. Now what I do, I change this to plus 22. Save this one. Now what output I get, guys? Here we have a plus, left hand side a number, right hand side a number. Here we have a plus, left hand side a string, right hand side a number. Now what happens? Can you tell me? I hope you remember the BODMAS rules, and you also know mathematical algebra, that if you have plus plus in an expression, the left hand side plus is going to be evaluated first, then the next one, right? Leftmost, left to right, you can say that. What happens here? It takes the sum equal to, it takes this 22, appends to this or concatenates. So the final result of the left hand side plus expression is this, sum equal to 22. Then again you have plus 22. What you get here? Left hand side you have a string, right hand side you have a string. It concatenates them. You get sum equal to 2 2 2 2, guys. That is going to be the final string of the expression. Now let us check it out whether we get sum equal to 2 2 or not. Let me save this and come back and check out that. You should see the last output, sum equal to 2 2 2 2, right? Now what I actually want is, I do not want 2 2 2 2. I want to display 44, guys. I want to display 22 plus 22, 44. So what should happen here? Instead of leftmost plus, I want to execute this plus first. How do we do that? I hope you know that, precedence of operators. We know that the bracket has the highest precedence, so we encapsulate or put this expression in brackets. And we know that the innermost bracket is going to get executed first. So this time what happens? Plus is going to execute, this plus is going to get executed first. 22 plus 22 is going to become 44. So innermost bracket is going to give us 44. Then that 44 will be appended to the string sum. Let us see now. Let me save this, come back to Unity. If I run the code, you should see sum equal to 44. And you can see that we got sum equal to 44. Right? I hope you guys are understanding how the plus operator works and how do you use the plus operator. If I write again here plus double quotation value, then what happens, guys? We know that the innermost bracket is going to get executed. Here it gives a 44. Again left to right, sum equal to 44 space value, the result you are going to get. If I save and come back and run the code, you should see the output, sum equal to 44 value, sum equal to 44 value. Right? I hope you guys are understanding. I want you to experiment. I want you to use this plus operator with different types of data and experiment and see how outputs, what outputs you get, because it is really useful. Now let me explain a little bit further. I create an integer variable a equal to 10, then integer variable b equal to 10. Then I say integer variable sum equal to a plus b. I put a semicolon. Here what happens, the system creates one memory location a, puts the value 10 inside it, creates another memory location b, puts the value 10 inside it. Then it executes a plus b. That means 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 will get stored in the sum. And if you want to display sum is equal to 10 comma 10 is equal to 20, how do we display that? I'm just going to explain you step by step. Debug.log, I can say sum of, this will display sum of, then I say plus a, bracket close semicolon. What it does, guys, here the a value will be, this a is going to be replaced by the value of a, that is 10. Here you are going to get 10. So the 10 will be appended or concatenated to sum of space. If I save and run, you should get sum of 10 on the screen, on the console window. If I run the code, you will see sum of 10, right? And you have one warning and 9 messages. As we know that warnings, we can have warnings, still the program runs, but for at the time of publishing, remember that we should not have any warnings, any errors. Even we should not have a debug.log messages. This console should be clean and clear. Now let us proceed. Now I want to display sum of a and I want to display. What I do, I write plus double quotation space, then I write and double quotation. Now what it does, sum of 10 and it will concatenate. Then I say plus b, then I say plus double quotation is equal to double quotation plus, or I can say simple, step by step I can explain. Now here what happens, sum of a and will be appended, concatenated. You will get sum of a and. If I save and come back and run the code, you should see sum of a and. I want you to analyze, guys, that's it. Sum of 10 and. Now what I do, I just go back and comment all these lines. / star / all these are comments, they are not going to be executed, ignored. We are going to execute only this part. Now here what happens, sum of the value of a, that is 10, will be displayed, and plus b, that is the value of b, will be displayed. Let us save and come back and run the code. You can see that we got sum of 10 and 10, that is the value of b. And you can see that there is no space in between and 10. I should add a space. What I do, I just give one space here, then I get a space. If I save and run now, you will get a space in between and equal to. You can see that sum of 10 and space 10 is also there. Let us proceed. Now I want to display is equal to a string plus double quotation space is equal to double quotation. Now this will append is equal to. In front of that I am going to say plus sum. Now this will display the value sum here. If I save, I think you can understand and analyze yourself how this works, left to right. And if I run the code, you should see the output. Sum of 10 and 10 is equal to 20. Sum of 10 and 10 is equal to 20. That's it. So in this tutorial, I hope you guys have learned what is the framework, what is a DLL, what is a namespace, what is the meaning of writing using and the namespace name, semicolon, what are comments, and what is a plus operator, how it behaves in different place, how you can use debug.log method to display the different the text in different ways on the console window. For this class, this much is enough, guys. Thank you guys, thank you very much. Keep learning, keep coding, keep experimenting, keep analyzing. See you in the next tutorial.